difficult year for two members of the royal family, the king as well. Both had an operation at the hospital at the same time, and both finally diagnosed with cancer. And such a blow to anybody. If you're the king or you're a pauper, it still distracts you and it takes your mind off everything else. And the only thing you think about. And Catherine, of course, had a young family and was concerned about that. But she approached it with, as you should do, head on and not be frightened. And she got obviously great treatment. And we'd get occasionally little sort of mention of William would say, Catherine, yeah, she's doing okay. And then she did that video on the bench, which when she sat there with that white jumper on and she looked really tired and wiped out and it was kind of you just hoped that she was pulling through and she did. And then she came out, she's saying, I'm cancer free, but I'm still on top of it, working with doctors still. But the thing that cheered me up, which made me really think how great and what how well she'd done, was on Christmas Day at Sandringham, and I was photographing the royal family going to and from church, as I've done for the last 30 years. And and she sparkled. I mean, the moment she walked down to the church, she sparkled. And then, of course, the people went crazy for her. The crowds are there just, I think, for her. And then the walking back afterwards, the flowers she was it was like the Chelsea flower show, the amount of flowers that were heaped on her, and she was passing them off, and people giving her get well cards and get well messages, and she was and the royal family were, except for William and the children who waited for her at the end of the drive, the whole of the rest of the royal family were back in the house, and she was still greeting this huge crowd that had just come to see her. And I got this amazing, beautiful portrait of her and turn around and smiling and you knew that the cancer had been the past and she was almost ready to start work again. I don't suppose she's going to rush back to it because she probably still gets tired, but I don't think we long before we'll see this woman just just being the star of the show as she has been for the how long she's been married to William. I mean, she is she's just yeah, she looks great, and she, I think, it feels great, and I mean, she was so cheered up by this huge love from the crowd to come to see them on Christmas Day. They say life begins at 40, doesn't it? I think she got 41 today, and you know what? She looks 31. I mean, she looks stunning, but I mean, she will give her best. I mean, what she does, the charity she's involved with, the way she sort of represents the royal family, not only here but overseas, absolutely a credit to her. And what with William, and I mean, William's not only the Prince of Wales, the heir to the throne, but he's also a great statesman and a great ambassador for our country. And together with Catherine, I can think they can conquer the world. They are. That's sort of such a great star. It's like two famous film stars marrying it. These are just now become so famous now around the world, and wherever you go, everybody wants to know about Catherine, 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 and she is a megastar. But it doesn't go to her head. She's still her main role in life, as I would think, is that fact she's a mother and she's got the responsibility of those three children and bringing them up right, and then supporting her husband and supporting the king in whatever he wants her to do, and she'll do it, and she does it with such style and never frightened of a challenge. Last year I was up in Derby, and she was it maybe last year or the year before, time flies, but she was pulling these tires across the room, and she did it like with great gusto, and she really did it well. And then another time she went to see a rugby team train, and she got involved in the training. She was really into it. And when she went back to her old school, she played hockey. She gets involved. And when I was in Ireland with her, she was playing Gaelic games and she was slogging the ball out the park. She's just in such an athlete as well, and embraces everything and goes for everything. And I was pleased to see her looking so well. And I felt on Christmas Day, the best present she could give the nation was the fact I think she was well again. And when I saw her, I thought, my God, you do look good. And I hope to God the cancer's long gone and you're ready to come back to your full life, full role, come back to your full royal duties again. But we'll see. I think she is. She'll be celebrating her birthday today, thinking, well, yeah, phew, thank God that's all behind me, and looking at her program for the year. Probably be a private family thing. Normally is. They don't. She doesn't make a fuss of these things. Uh, she she probably just have the family around. Probably her mum and dad will come and see her, and her sister, and the children, and hopefully, knowing William, he will make sure the children get a nice presents, and she'll enjoy that. I mean, she'll enjoy the fact that Louis and Catherine and George will just shower with great love, and I think, really, the woman has got everything. I think that's what she needs most. Well, the children obviously will be back at school, and William will probably be rushing around doing something, one of these charities. But they'll meet up for tea sometime, and I think they'll probably have a yeah. I think they'll celebrate a big nice cake, and I think that it's 41 is a nice birthday, but it's not a big birthday. But for her, it's a big moment because at one stage last year, she probably thought she probably wouldn't see another birthday, and there she is. She's fit and well, and responded to the treatment. And so, not only is it's great to see her, but it's great for people in the same situation as she was, that there's hope for them too. So she is yeah, it was great. And that on Christmas Day, I can't tell you, Josh, she was just superb. It was like nothing had changed. That bleakness that last year was for her seemed to have just disappeared off, had gone, and there she was, sparkling. And I'll never forget a picture when I looked at it. When I looked on the computer in my work, I thought, my God, she looks amazing. And so the dark days are behind her, and hopefully much better days ahead.